Now that you have learned all about electricity and circuits, we are now going to learn how to do some electric calculations. So we are going to start with Ohm's Law. Here is your equation for Ohm's Law. V equals I times R. So go ahead and add this to your equation sheet that we have been building throughout the semester. And be sure to include what each letter represents. So the V stands for your voltage. The unit for that is going to be a V, one of the only times that the letter in the equation is also the unit, which is nice. The I stands for your current, and that unit is going to be amps. So we're going to measure current in amps. And your R stands for the resistance. The symbol for that is the omega symbol, or you can spell out ohms, because that is how we measure resistance. We measure it in ohms. So this is your unit here. Okay, so Ohm's law, and we measure resistance in ohms. Your voltage increases as your current increases, and your voltage decreases as your resistance increases. So the more resistance you have, the less voltage you have. And here is our triangle so that we can continue to use that method. All right, let's take a look at an example problem. A light bulb with a resistance of 160 ohms is plugged into a 120 volt outlet. What is the current flowing through the bulb? Okay, so just like we always do, let's analyze the information that we've been given. So we have a resistance of 160 ohms, so we have an R. We have 120 volts, so we have a voltage. And the question asks, what is the current? So that is my unknown. Okay, so I have an R, a V, and an I, so I can look at my equation sheet and say, okay, what equation do I have that uses these items? Okay, obviously our newest one that we just got. Okay, we're going to cover up that I because that's our unknown, and then we do what it tells us to do. So it says that we need to do V divided by R. And then we just plug in our numbers. So we need to do 120 divided by 160, and we get 0.75 as our calculated answer. And then since we were calculating for I, the current, we know that our unit needs to be an A for amps. All right, if you do not know how I got this answer, if you tried to do the problem on your own, did not get the same answer, please get into contact with me so that I can help you out, because up next is time for your independent practice using Ohm's Law.